Hey friends, welcome back my channel and support me guys. Let's start. An ordinary evening that changed everything. It was supposed to be just another ordinary evening. Dinner, followed by some background movie neither of us really cared about. The kind of night couples settle into when love has grown familiar. Comfortable. Or so I thought. Mira sat across from me on the couch, laughing at something on her phone. The soft glow from the screen danced across her face, flickering like a candle in the dim light of our living room. Her laughter, light, effortless, once a sound I found contagious, now felt distant. Then I saw it, just for a second. A name I didn't recognize flashed at the top of her screen. A simple notification. Message. Nothing more than a few characters on glass. But something twisted in my gut. Primal, silent, certain. She caught my gaze before I could say anything. With the same breezy grace, she flipped her phone over and chuckled. "It's nothing, just a friend." "Just a friend," said casually, smoothly, as if she were reading off the weather. But when someone hides their phone like it's on fire, you don't need evidence. You just know. I tried to dismiss it. Tried to laugh along, pretend it was nothing. Pretend I wasn't seeing the first quiet fracture in the foundation of what we'd built together. But my mind betrayed me, spiraling into questions I didn't dare ask. Her smile suddenly looked rehearsed. Her touch, when it came, felt lighter, almost obligatory. And her eyes. They were never with me anymore. Always somewhere else. I didn't confront her that night. There were no accusations, no shouting matches or tears. Just silence. Chose to wait. To watch. To listen. And it didn't take long. Mira began staying up later. She kept her phone on silent now. She laughed more often but never with me. And those messages, they kept coming. Always hidden, always protected like secrets carved into stone. I was becoming a ghost in my own home, watching the woman I once knew transform into someone else entirely. Someone I couldn't reach. Then one night I broke. She was in the shower, the bathroom filled with thick steam and humming pipes. Her phone buzzed again on the nightstand, lighting up with familiar urgency. I hadn't intended to check it. I told myself I wouldn't. But my hand moved on its own. My heart already knew the truth, even if it wasn't ready to read it. I unlocked the screen. His name again. Dozens of messages. Hundreds. Photos. Inside jokes. Plans. Memories I wasn't part of. They weren't flirting, they were building something. Something intimate. Something real. She hadn't just cheated. She had replaced me. Piece by quiet piece. There were things in those texts we used to share. Laughter, dreams, the kind of warmth I once thought was ours alone. Seeing it now, passed so effortlessly to someone else, was the cruelest truth of all. I didn't wait for her to come out of the bathroom. No confrontation. No begging. No more pretending. I walked to the closet, packed a single bag with what I needed, and left. No goodbye. No note. No sound. She didn't believe I'd really go. She thought love meant staying no matter what. But that was her second mistake. The days that followed were a blur. I checked into a cheap hotel and ignored her calls. Dozens of messages lit up my phone. "Where are you? This isn't fair. Please talk to me. I can explain." But what was there to explain? She had made her choice. And now I had made mine. I blocked her number. Deleted our photos. Unfollowed her from everything. I tried, truly tried, to erase her from my life. But love doesn't delete cleanly. It lingers, like a melody that won't stop playing long after the music ends. 2 weeks later, I signed the lease on a small apartment across town. It wasn't much, but it was mine. I bought cheap furniture, stocked the fridge with the basics, and tried to breathe again. Some nights, I still woke up reaching across the bed. A cruel muscle memory. But slowly, the silence became a kind of peace. The ache stopped screaming. 6 months passed. Then one evening as I walked home from work, groceries in one hand and music in my ears, I turned the corner to my building, and there she was. Mira. Standing by the entrance, looking smaller somehow. Not in stature, but in spirit. like the weight of guilt had compressed her, hollowed her out. "Hey," she said softly, like we were old friends. I said nothing. Just stared. "Can we talk?" I should have walked past. Kept going. But I didn't. Maybe part of me wanted closure. Or answers. Or maybe I just wanted to hear her admit it out loud. We sat in a tiny cafe nearby. One I'd found after moving. One she never knew about. It was my place now. My peace. She stirred her coffee with a trembling hand but never drank it. "I didn't think you'd really leave," she said at last, eyes not meeting mine. That was her mistake. She thought love made me weak. "It wasn't serious," she murmured. "I was just lost." But affairs that stretch over months, with hundreds of texts, with shared laughter and whispered dreams, those aren't accidents. Those are decisions. She cried. She said she missed me. Said her life hadn't been the same. And I believed her. But that didn't matter. Because regret isn't love. And guilt doesn't undo betrayal. "I'm not asking for forgiveness," she whispered, tears slipping down her cheek. "I just needed you to know I still think about us." I nodded slowly. And for the first time in a long time I felt nothing. No pain. No rage. No longing. Just peace. And clarity. "You think about us," I said quietly. "But when it mattered, you didn't fight for us." She had no reply. Only silence. Eventually she stood. Waiting for me to say something. Anything. But I already had. I left her at that table and walked away. Back into the life I had rebuilt. The one that no longer had space for someone who gambled me away. If someone shows you what you mean to them, believe them. Don't wait for apologies spoken too late. Sometimes the strongest thing you'll ever do is leave without a word and never look back.